Now, another thing I do want to bring up is what do you gotta notice in witches? Now, there's some things that I notice about. It's not weird to say, but it's like with me personally, I notice there's a couple of trends that I notice in people that say that they're living right, but there's certain things that people want me to do that just tells me that you're not really part of this side. You're my enemy. Hey, you show some goodness, but hey, at the end of the day, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to become a more worldly person, and I'm not going to submit to that. Because there's a couple telltale signs in my life, and you got to learn what's on your spirit. As I know what God tells me about certain things. It's like there's certain people that know me that always say, "Hey, cut your hair," but I talk to God about it, and He says not to. So if you're just doing that, and I keep telling you that's the Holy Spirit telling me to do this, and you're trying to come at me the opposite way because the viewpoint you have about what you perceive, are you really listening to God, or are you just trying to get me tripped up? Are you trying to? Because hey, there's a couple other things that I do notice. Like, I mean, there was a time when I was trying to fast. 3 days in a row, random people just give me lunch. Literally, I'm just sitting outside fasting, and it's this dude gives me a free pizza. Next day, someone buys me lunch. It's like maybe I'm misconstruing the wrong things, but it's like I do confess the law in spirit, and everything that God knows about you, the devil knows too. It's how God tests his soldiers. Because he allows all these demons, all these things. So, hey, the level that you're on with the spirit, it's the level that the devil will come at you. And that's why, hey, a lot of these people live comfortable lives. A lot of these people live comfortable things because they don't realize that they're buying into the devil. What? You think a 30-year mortgage is going to be comfortable? That's buying God's path for you? Nah. Because, hey, when that house is gone in 3 more years, what are you going... No, I'm sorry, 4 more years, 2030. I'm wrong. I'm thinking too... My mind's already there. My mind's already gone. That's when the time when it's going to come. And that's when change will happen. There's a lot of people have... As one thing that I did look in Newton's theory about when New World Order was going to come. 2030, man. If you look at that man, he was strong with the Holy Spirit. Based, all studies were based on and look at all these things that are connected to. And that's something that's connected me to, let's just say, some people that I do know that are prophets, that some people that I do know, but it's like they can't say anything because hey, if you claim that, because hey, there's a lot of false people today. There's a lot of false teachers. There's a lot of false things. I mean, sometimes I do feel like I am one because hey, I have people call me Satan, call me the Antichrist, call me just things that would make me feel that I'm an evil person for the ways that I pursue. But that's one way that the devil will come at you. The one way he will come at you in ways that he knows that you struggle with. Because hey, that's one thing that I do always ask. Am I learning the truth in the right way? Or am I just deceiving myself with false lies based on... But it's like, nah, I'm not. Because you gotta test the spirit. And what does it mean to really test the spirit? See, the way that I test the spirit is I just allow things happen. And when I say allow things happen, it's like whatever bad comes with the decision that I make to understand, to think that something's good, because hey, I do have spirits that do come on me that tell me certain things that I do go with. That's it. That's just me listening, trying to learn who the true voice of God is. Because hey, I always ask, God, let's talk to me, communicate with me, do these things. And is if you search for him more and more you go for him, the more and more he will be there for you. He is always here for us, but that voice, you gotta go try to find that. Because he will give the voice to the ones that understand most. That's why with Jesus, a lot of people were going to call me. A lot of people did. He healed people because you know what? Because it's the Holy Spirit. God gave him all these abilities because he seeked out to live in God's will only. He seeked it out, and he did it, and that's how he was blessed. And that's one thing that I get misconstrued on because there's some witches out there that always say, "Oh, we're the same, we're the same." Nah, because I got this on my forehead. There's some, and if you know what that means, hey, don't ever say that we're the same. Because I never defile myself any reapers, no Eves, no nothing. Because in this life that we're supposed to live like Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the true faithful, the truth of who we're supposed to be like. Because Adam and Eve was the original idea. But nah, that forbidden fruit got too much. And what is the forbidden fruit? It's understanding. It's using knowledge to break away from the true Holy Spirit. As we learn more. With all the social media, all this stuff, we're self-seeking individuals. But a lot of times, the more self-seeking, the more that we break free from the Holy Spirit. And that's what the warning was. With all this drugs, all this stuff, it might expand the mind. But we're just denying the Holy Spirit. As I said before in previous stuff, they're spirit blockers. You don't want your spirit to get blocked. Because God sees the heart, but he also sees how we choose to use the heart too. There's being good people, but good people go to hell too. So that's why I've separated for some people, because I know some people that have literally told me, if I go to hell, I go to hell. As long as I'm a good person, then whatever happens. It's like, yeah, you can live good on an earthly life, but when you're dragged to that fire, no, you ain't going to live good. See, I don't like to say my title too much, because it does make me feel ignorant. Feels like that. But as I realize, one thing that trying to pursue this thing as Christ-like, man, Jesus was confident in who he was from the Father. So as I've learned, no, I'm not going to, because that would be ignorant. But see, that's the part that I am scared of, because the more that I tell people, the more these spiritual attacks happen, and that's the part of it that is scary in this life. The more good that you put out in this world, the more things will try to come and harm you. And in my life, but that's not what God wants. I just want to be left alone. I want to be at my peace, just be able to just come here and relax, do things by myself. But it's like, that's not the set point that God has for me. And that's part of the ego that I've been trying to break. Because we are spirits, but the ego is all just flesh attached. But with the ego, that's one thing that many people don't realize that they truly do have in this life. But full humbleness comes from, are you willing to have only you and God? And if that point you can comfortably say yes in that answer, then that's the point where we need to be. Because when it's time to leave Babylon, when it's time to go to certain places, the places that we're going to go ain't going to be too pretty. It's going to be the Holy Land, though, but it's not going to be pretty at all. But you just got to know where and when to go. God will answer you, but the world is really being submitted to the beast. Just remember this. 2,000 years ago, think of what it was like when Jesus was around. We are asked to be Christ-like. The time does not change who a man's supposed to be. The world will ever change, but time will not change who man is supposed to be. So remember that when you think, hey, I'm living in this modern world trying to do these things, but it's like, if Jesus was in this modern world, how would he be in this modern world? And who knows? That's the questions you got to ask with you and your Father. As a father will always answer, if you hit those knees, really get into the prayer. Say, wisdom you ask for, wisdom you will receive. Just don't do any self-seeking that's not from the Father, though. As that's one thing that I do regret in my life. Maybe not regret, but it's like, as one thing, hey, learn all serpents, but be humble as doves. But it's like, I let the serpent be a part of my body too much. It never broke me, never truly did that, but it's like, it didn't break some of those things that I was supposed to have in this life. And maybe I still am, but it's like, you can only live another day, but it's like, there's things that God sets up for your will. He sets it up, and his plan is always perfect. But there's also changing the plan of what he has set for you based on the things he do. As God is fair and loving, that man, he will do some things to punish you if you don't truly live right. And he has done that to me in some ways, but it's all for the better to humble myself. And that's the blessings that you got to appreciate with it. Everything that happens to you is at your own hand. No one else to blame but you and yourself. Because everyone's got free will. There's God's will and there's free will. So the more that you don't submit, that freedom that you execrate, he will give you grace for it, but he will say, hey, don't play with me that much. I taught you what this lesson means. Don't play in my face like that, or else this is going to happen. And things do happen. And it's like, it can traumatize you, can make you think like, is this what being covered in the blood really like is? And yes, if you're really covered in the blood of Christ and submit to it, it will make you, it's like, just things have happened in my life where it's like, bad things just happen to bad people if they try to harm the good people. Simple as that. But we all gotta find out what true goodness is, and the only true goodness is God and being as Christ-like as possible, even if it means breaking free from everything. We gotta break it, because times are coming. And the world it's changing, because he made this time for a reason. He chose this time because beforehand, everyone didn't have access to these certain things, but now we have access to it all. So if you can't self-seek, if someone can't help you by this time, if you're not certain, everyone has a resource to understand who's God. Every country, everything is just it. That's why this time is time. It started in 2020, the beginning of it. The 7 years is coming through right now. Then the 3 3.5 years after for that period. And next will be New World Order.